Okay, I hope this works. I'm just gonna go here and turn the music down to 0%. Why not? Okay, so maybe asking what this is your normal type of video, and well, this is an update video, but I just wanted to see real quick. So I was at college, right? Well, no, not today, but today I was chilling. And I was like, you know what? Why not just why not just like play this game? Play some Five Nights at Freddy's Tower Defense 2. Yeah, I know. It's my greatest shame. My greatest shame. Anyway, I got 200. I made it to wave 281, and this really does not matter like at all. But come on, I made it to wave 281. I should be at the top of the leaderboard. I was the one who made it to 281, so the fact that I'm not up there is kind of sad. But no, that really does not matter in the grand scheme of things. But okay, channel update video. Yes, this is the channel update video. You're thinking, what? This is a channel update video? Yeah, this is the channel update video. And before we do anything, I had 389 raid coins. And I have, where is it? I opened up like 700 phantom presents, and I got another phantom mangle. So I can make that level 60 and get spring drop. Okay, anyway, update video. Yeah. Real quick though, is this gonna be shiny? Let's make this shiny. Let's make this. That's not shiny. Okay, whatever. Anyway, update. Yeah, okay, sorry. Update video. What's going on? Well, so essentially, you may be thinking, well, you promised that one video would be here like 2 months ago, and it's not here yet. It's still coming. I'm not no quitter. It's still on its way. But I don't really know how to describe it. It's the most ambitious kind of thing I've ever seen. It's very it's on the lengthy side as well. There's a lot of character stuff that happens. So it's just I'm gonna turn this down. Sound effects. Thank you. Okay. There's a lot of stuff that. Whoops. Sorry, that's not what I needed to do. Okay. There's a lot of stuff in the 5th episode of the 24 favorite characters BFDI thing that a lot of stuff happens. A lot of stuff happens. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm trying to refrain from just spoiling the entire thing because it's obviously not what I want. It's a lot of stuff. A lot of good stuff happens that I want people to see and be like, "Whoa!" I don't want to just spoil it. But it's been very tiring to make it. Hasn't been the most fun, and while I still enjoy making it, I wanted to make something else. I really wanted to create something else, and it's kind of it's the same reason, not really the same reason, but on the same vein as to why BFB Alt was also canceled by Chalk Bunny. This show, it's not my characters. These aren't characters and people who I created. These are people that were already there who I created artificial problems for. And that's I got a lot of views off that. And that's pretty nice. And it would be pretty cool if the 5th episode got that much love and support as well, considering it's going to be really long. But I don't know, I want to create something that has, a good 1,000 views that are characters that I created. That's not just something that was already there that I stole, but something that essentially, something I created, which is why I'm pretty pleased to announce that yes, I haven't really been working on the favorite character show. No, I've been making my own object show, which some of you may know. I feel like I told someone, but yeah, I am making my own object show that will have the first episode out by the end of January. So, yeah, the first episode of a new object show I'm making will be out, by the end of January. I cannot tell you the animation is good. I am not an animator. I never learned how to draw. I never learned how to animate. I never learned any of that stuff, which is kind of not great when you're making OSC content, because you either got to learn it. Oh my days! No way, I just got vengeance. Okay, sorry, because it's kind of that's crazy. I'm so sorry. Okay, back to talking. So it's just kind of I'm so sorry. I lost my train of thought so hard. What do I want to do? Okay, sorry. Back to talking. Okay, so yeah, the first step, the animation isn't good, and I never learned how to draw, so that's kind of an issue when you're making OSC content, because it's like, oh, I'm not good at drawing, so it's not gonna turn out well for me. But I do in fact have some good news. Yeah, okay, I'm so sorry. When I got vengeance on that unit, I completely lost my train of thought. Alright, now you gotta focus up. Okay. So about this object show. The animation's not good. The characters, they can't really walk. I can't really animate walking, which is kind of a big issue. But I'm gonna try my best. It's going good. The animation's not good. That's essentially the entire point of what I am trying to make. The animation's not great. But I do have good news outside of that. Essentially, the object show, golly, okay, sorry. It's also really late at night for me. Most of you will probably see this in the morning, but yeah, it's really late at night for me, which is not great for making YouTube videos. But can I mute this? Can I just fall? Okay, that's better. Yeah. So I can't really draw, which is kind of a big issue when making OSC content, because I can't really animate. Also, I don't own any of that kind of fancy schmancy Adobe stuff, which may not seem like kind of an issue, but when your substitute is really bad, that's kind of a really, really big issue. So, yeah, the animation's not great. The voice acting's okay. Yours truly voices pretty much everyone. So yeah, anyway, what is this object show about? You may be asking yourself, and should I watch it? Well, quite frankly, I don't think you should watch it for the animation. I think the story and the characters are much better than what the animation, the visuals have to offer. But do I think you should still watch the first episode to see if you like it? I think you should. You never know when you might find something that you really enjoy. So, it's just, oh jeez. Okay, back. Oh dear. Okay, if you've watched to this point in the video, then that'd be pretty great. So yeah. Okay. The show which I'm making is called Purge Zone. Yeah, it's Purge and then Zone. I want to say it's unique, but it's not really. It's gonna be a contestant vote show, so it's going to be on the same vein as one of those. It's gonna be like Inanimate Insanity, season 4. If you like Inanimate Insanity season 4, it's gonna be it'll be a contested vote in that same manner. There are a couple other differences. So the story, this series will take place in an abandoned city, which I think it's a very interesting location. It's a lot more interesting than like a grass field. I feel like there's not really an object show that I can name off the top of my head that takes place solely in like a big abandoned city. There might be one, but I can't really think of one off the top of my head. So that's really it. So there's gonna be 16 people. They're all gonna be here to compete, and you might see some familiar faces. I really went back into this channel, and if you go back into this channel, you might recognize a couple of the people from projects in the past. So yeah. Also, for this object show, you watching this video might be one of the 3 people who actually recommended characters for the OSC Gauntlet, which is 100% canceled. I don't know what I was thinking. That was not a good idea. But I didn't want those OCs to go to waste. So the 4 OCs that were submitted for the OSC Gauntlet are reused for this object show. And those 4, if you submitted a unique OC for the OSC Gauntlet that I had on my channel, I think like a couple months back, like in October, I think. If you were one of those people, then your OC is going to be in the show. It's going to be voice acted, and it's going to be cool. I hope to see your own OC competing in an object show, for them. Now, I do want to say a couple of things before I continue. Oh, what was I going to say? Okay. So yeah, it's going to be out before the end of January. That's January 31st is a pretty good date. By the end of the week, there will be an episode 0. Okay, so in the near future, like in the next 1 to 2 days, there's going to be an episode 0 that comes out, and you're going to want to stay tuned for that, because the episode 0 is going to basically have all the character introductions. It's going to have like the host being like, oh my gosh, so welcome to the new hottest reality show. Holy Lux 6. Golly. Okay. Sorry. So yeah, it's going to be the introduction to all the characters. It's kind of similar to the Disventure Camp fans versus favorites introductions, where they're all like introducing themselves, and they're like, my name's this, and I'm gonna blah 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 this season. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of in the same vein as that. I'm excited for it. I think it's really fun. I really like all the characters. I was really struggling to not add more characters, but I feel like the 16 I have are pretty good. I hope you guys like them at least. Now for the big question. How much are you going to upload this season? Well, if it gets, if the first episode 1, not episode 0, gets like 1,000 views, then I'd say there might be one every 3 weeks, one every 3 to 4 weeks, maybe even 2 weeks. So if it gets a little under that, but if it gets under 1,000 views, then I think you can expect it once once a month, once every 2 months, that kind of thing. But yeah, now sorry, I'm just drinking water. That's really all I wanted to say in terms of channel updates. Yeah, okay, so another thing, the thumbnail for this update video will probably be the full cast, like, screenshot image, all the characters, and it'll also be on my community tab, which you should go definitely local, because I'm going to be uploading a lot of stuff on there, because there's a lot of stuff to get through. So I mean, yeah, I would recommend you check out the show. Now, there are a lot of important stuff I have to mention. I think I've already mentioned how bad the animation is, but I think the animation will only stay bad for like the first couple of episodes. Like episodes 1 and 2 might have bad animation, but by the time episode 3 rolls around, I think I'll try my best to find like a solution to that issue. But if I don't, of course, then that's not gonna be great. But yeah, I really hope that you check it out. And yeah, I know I sound like a broken record, just repeating the same stuff, but I'm just really tired. Like, now you're thinking, what's the future of the BFDI favorite character show? Well, hold on, I just realized it's really quiet. I might turn the music on a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't use Roblox that much. And even then, it's like... Okay, sorry. So, the BFDI favorite character show. When is that coming back? And to that I say... probably late summer, I'd say. Yeah, I know, it's gonna be a long wait. But I don't know, I like working on it still. That's the thing. I still like working on it. But I think that I really want to take a break from working on it. I want to work on something else. And until I feel satisfied with what I've produced, until that point, I think... Oh, that's not what I wanted to click. I think until I feel satisfied with what I have produced on my channel, until that point, I think the episodes will come out, more frequent after that point. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm just so tired, but yeah, okay. I'm kind of figuring out what else to say. Yeah, does my mic sound good? I feel like I'm trying different things to figure out how to fix it. So if it's fixing good, then please tell me, because that would be great help. What does this even do? Stuns all enemies for 8 seconds and slows all other units by 8%. Begins. Okay, sorry. Okay. I feel like I'm saying okay a lot, like more than I should be. But now you're probably asking yourself, Shady Man, whatever happened to Battle to Escape for his basement? Battle to Escape for his basement? Well, where is... Let me look and see what happened to Battle to Escape for his basement. Okay, here it is. Here is Battle to Escape for his basement. A preview of it. The 2 minutes and 55 seconds of it. So, yeah, enjoy this. If it'll load. There we go. Oh, should I do the voices? I'm not gonna I'm not gonna torment my viewers with my pathetic voice.
That's a garbage prize. Oh my, he really did it. We really do have AI voices now.
Wow, you know it feels good to talk outside of text bots about being eliminated.
Oh dear. That's not supposed to happen. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, this is really bad. Help. Oh, no. Oh, gee. Oh, my thing's super broke. Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay. Okay, broke. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I would say just be on the lookout for the new show coming, Purge Zone. First episode out by the end of the month. And yeah, I think all of you will really enjoy it. It's not gonna be like your run-of-the-mill object show. Yeah, I'm excited for it, and I think by the time you see this, if you go over and check my community tab, you'll see who the characters are, and you get like the whole, you'll see like the season poster, where they're all posted up, doing like their poses and stuff. But yeah, that's it. That's really all I have to say. If you enjoyed this video, then you should definitely subscribe and okay. I should say something before I do anything. I do want to mention that if Season 1 of Purge Zone does well enough, and it's good. I think it comes out good. Then Season 2 will have pretty much all like fan recommended. So yeah, if you want to recommend a character for Season 2 of Purge Zone, if Purge Zone ends up being good, then you can do that. Okay, you know what? Why don't I just like show off the characters now, while I talk about it? That sounds pretty fun. Do you guys agree? Would you want to see a sneak peek of all the characters early? This is just like kind of. I have them all in a slideshow right now, of like what they're like generally gonna look like, not like what their final design is. Of course, what? 30 souls? Are you bajoking me? 30 souls. I'm gonna spend 30 souls on this, because golly. 30 souls is crazy. Alright, come on. Yeah, let's just. Sorry, I know this is super off task, but I want to see. 1.5% raid coin boost? Kidding me? 2.5%? These are buns. 5% raid coin boost. That's Like, why would I ever... Whoo! 7.5% raid coin boost. Okay, I'm sorry. These are really... I don't know why I would ever need these. And I guess grinding for... Yeah, but nobody's... nobody's grinding raid mode for coins. It's like the most inefficient thing I've ever seen. Like, nobody's grinding raid mode for coins. Everyone's doing it for the raid coins themselves. Oh, wait, is this what this means? Is this the raid coins? Okay, wait, never mind. Okay, I thought it meant like the coin currency. I think it was like the actual like raid coin. But okay. So yeah, let's take a look see at the characters. Okay. So yeah, I know they don't look they don't look the best, but I'm gonna pull up Google Forms as well so you can see. So yeah, there's gonna be some sort of like back trying to make this not lag. So yeah, it's just some okay, there we go. So yeah, now before I go in order, let's just say these are just like, this isn't what the character's really gonna look like. I mean, I don't mean this isn't what the character's gonna look like. I mean, this isn't what like they're gonna be presented as. Does that make sense? Okay, well I've got Porcelain Dipper. Now, if you don't know what this is, then that's pretty good. But if you have ever played the game Bee Swarm Simulator, then you would know what the Porcelain Dipper is, because I think it's pretty cool. This is the image I used for the Porcelain Dipper. That is definitely how I spelled it. But yeah, Porcelain Dipper, pretty cool. And the Spark Staff is also a character. The Spark Staff, this is most definitely getting changed because that is way too skinny. But yeah, the Spark Staff is also getting a character. And yeah, these are characters in quotation marks. So yeah, those look pretty good. Look, okay, we've got Mangosteen. And before anyone says anything, you'll see later that I'm pretty bad at creating assets. So, is it wrongful for me to just take the Mangosteen asset? Is it? Well, obviously, yeah, but I think it's pretty funny. Mangosteen. It's not funny that I took it. I'm saying that, like, Mangosteen is funny. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm so tired. It is way too late. I have school in the morning. I gotta go to sleep. Candy cane. Oh wait, Candy cane and Campfire. Wait. Okay, this is the deep cut I was talking about. If you know, if we go back to my channel, and if we go to the deep dark depth, I can't. I'm losing my ability to talk. But if we go to Battle to Escape 4's basement.
Snap your W-2 and file your
I don't want to snap my W-2, please. But yeah, Battle to Escape 4's basement.
taxes 100% free.
Holy.
Plus, get your biggest refund. Roughly
why is
37% of
an
filers qualify. Simple Form
This is-
1040
this
returns
is an
only.
elite-
File now.
Elite show.
Final round.
Okay. So as you know, it was a bunch of people battling to escape Forest Basement, and two of these people are Candy Cane and Campfire, and they kind of become friends. You know, and these two, because Candy Cane's asset is disgustingly terrible. These two are now characters in the show. I think that's pretty cool. But now the next four are the recommended characters from the Google Forms that I had. The first one being this is not the right Google form. I clicked on the same Google form again. Okay. I'm just gonna duplicate that because I am gonna need the other one. But yeah, in here I've got Candy, which was submitted by Rune OSC, I believe. Yeah, Rune OSC. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Is it Runai? I'm honestly gonna stop trying to butcher. I'm gonna stop trying to spell it. Now, I'm not gonna pretend like I did a good job on the asset. This is so much better. Yeah, I'm not even gonna remotely pretend that this is even slightly good. This is so much better. Wow, I really butchered this one. But like I never got the full asset, so I don't really know what I was I don't really know what I'm supposed to do at that point. But all things considered, I think this is really bad. But still, also, I think this is one of two characters in the entire 16-person cast that's not voiced by me. You heard that right. Did I get vengeance yet? No, I did not. Okay. Yeah, you heard that. That's one of two people in the entire cast. Well, technically three. This is one of technically three people who are not voiced by me in the entire cast. So yeah, Candy has a unique voice actor, and yeah, I hope you all like her voice. And then I believe his name is Gelato. But yeah, this asset is also pretty bad. I'm not gonna hold you. I tried my best in case. He's making finger guns. If you don't know, which is where you like stick out your pointer finger. You have all your bottom three fingers, curled, and you have your thumb sticking up. So he's making finger guns. He's cool. He's cool like that. He's got the sauce, but this is the wrong one. So yeah, this was also submitted by right here, and I decided to count this as an OC and include it in the show because while it wasn't included with everyone, I'm not including pin or tennis ball. That was for the OSC gauntlet, which I'm not making anymore. Gelato I'm gonna count that as an OC, and I decided to count that as a character. And I think I did an okay job at creating a feasible asset for this guy. I don't think it's great by any means, but I think I did an okay job. I think trying to recreate. Okay, I'm gonna save that. I think trying to recreate I took the reference image from here.
Before you got.
I took the reference image from his profile, because I assume that's what he wanted me to do. He didn't provide me with any reference image because it was submitted to the wrong Google form. But I assume that's what he wants him to look like, and I think I did. Same with Candy. I'm not gonna pretend like I did a good job, but I think I did an okay job. You guys can tell me in the comments But yeah, he's gonna be in the show along with this guy. His name's Super Nugget. You can tell he's gonna be so cool. Yeah, this asset is also really bad. He is made with a bunch of, if you couldn't tell, he's made with a bunch of like serrated, what should I call those? Serrated bits. Like, I'm not a good asset maker. I can't draw, so I'm not gonna pretend like this is like my assets are even remotely good. But yeah, he's got a lot of serrated bits. Yeah, I think he doesn't look terrible. I don't think the asset. Okay, no, scratch that. I think the asset looks really bad. This was recommended by Lifer Bueller, and I am so sorry to disappoint you this poorly. But I think he looks cool. You know, I think he looks pretty awesome. Oh dear, I am so sorry for butchering this guy, Lifer Bueller. If you could ever forgive me, I am so sorry. Then Mug, who was, I believe, also recommended by Rune OSC. And yeah, honestly, I don't think I did a pretty bad job. I mean, how did I get this from Candy? Well, that's just because I took the mug asset from BFDI, and I took that and I made it blue. So, I have no idea if this even looks good. But you know, I think Mug looks pretty great. Definitely one of the better assets. I think it's on par with, you know, Mangosteen for being an asset that is essentially actually good. Then we've got Microwave. And Microwave is another character who is not voiced by me because he has an AI voice. He's going to have definitely a sort of he's not going to have like a robotic voice, but more of like a AI voice, if you get what I'm trying to say. Because he's a robot. And yeah, this was also the original host for the OSC Gauntlet. And I keep mentioning the OSC Gauntlet, and a lot of you are probably like, what is the OSC Gauntlet? I won't accept any more recommended
If you're someone that
characters,
suffers
by the way, just in case
from
you
having
can't hear
sensitive
me.
teeth, but
I'm not going to accept any more recommended characters until I openly ask for more recommended. The OSC Gauntlet. So yeah, the forums here. Yeah, he recommended Gelato. Yeah, he's in my profile. Okay, so yeah, he's in my profile picture. You know, and I try my hardest, but okay, so, like I was saying, these are the links that you could have submitted a character from, and yeah, and you could have submitted a character from any show, and honestly, I think it's okay, you know, and what I'm trying to get at here is that, I really feel like I definitely butchered Candy. I'm so sorry about that. But as for Mug, I feel like Mug. Okay, so sorry, Microwave. Microwave was going to be the original host for the OSC Gauntlet. He was going to be the host of the show. But then I decided since that show's scrapped now and I still have this Microwave stuck on my computer, I was like, okay, you know what? I'll just make him a contestant. And I think he looks pretty great. Pretty darn great. Considering this asset also was not made by me. But obviously, all of the assets will be credited. I can use, you know, I don't know. Okay, I have to ask, is it stealing if I use the asset without asking permission? But also, I don't own Discord, so I can't really ask for permission, if you get what I'm trying to say. But also, I also can't make the assets, because, yeah, I can't really make assets. But, like, this is for the greater good. This is for the greater good of the show, you know? But, yeah, if the people who made these... Yes, this is really bad, huh? Oh dear. Am I gonna have to change these? I feel like I have made a pretty poor decision. Anyway, moving on. Shovel kicked with mud. This, if you didn't know, is also this guy from Battle to Escape Force Basement. Dear Lord. He's also here. And he's going to be competing as well. And I don't know. I like him. He's pretty cool. Other than that, we've got 5 more people. I'll just run through them real quick. We've got Cake Pop. Cake Pop is going to be the British person, because I feel like in every object show nowadays, you at least need you need the British guy. You know, even though this is Cake Pop's a girl, but you need the British person. You know, always gotta need that British. You know, because why not? Why would you not have the British? I've got Bowler Ball. It's not bowling ball, not bowling ball. It's bowler ball. It's a bowler ball, and I think this guy looks pretty great. In case you're wondering, I get all the stuff from the BFDI wiki. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. All the stuff I use to create my shows, like the shovel kicked with mud asset, and like pretty much all of like, you know, all of the all the images, all the character poses, all of this came from the BFDI wiki. So I feel like that's fair game. But I don't know. This is, oh dear, this is not good. Okay, I'm sorry. This video is so terrible. If you've made it this far, then I congratulate you, because you gotta have like the will of steel, because you deserve a gold star for making it this far in the video. So, comment down below, your favorite design, your favorite character so far from the design of each character. You know, not knowing what they feel like and look like yet. And if you comment your favorite design character so far, I will comment that you earned a gold star. This doesn't really mean anything, like at all, but if you earn a gold star, then that's pretty cool. You know, you earned a gold star from Shady Man, and that's a pretty high honor. But anyway, moving on. We've got Ball Pit. Okay, maybe think it to yourself. Ball Pit. That doesn't look like an object show asset. Well, it's not. It's on the same vein as Porcelain Dipper and Sparkstaff. You know, it's just from a video game, and you may recognize this Ball Pit. You may not recognize this Ball Pit. If you look on my channel banner, then you might get the general idea of where this Ball Pit is from. It's not the time traveling Ball Pit. It's not to be confused with the time traveling Ball Pit. I just stared at that Ball Pit and I was like, you know what? That make a pretty funny character. And yeah, now I've got Ball Pit. I got 2 people left. Got the Great Gatsby. It's just the Great Gatsby. If you've never read if you haven't read the Great Gatsby, that's perfectly okay. But all you got to know is that this is the Great Gatsby. He's gonna be like Dave from Day Shift at Freddy's, if you know what that is. And last but not least, I've got Die. Die is basically Ted if he wasn't a flop. Ted from Disventure Camp. If he wasn't a flop, this is Die, and that's it. And then this is me, I guess. Now, that's all the characters for this show, and yeah. Okay, how long am I recording? 44 minutes. Holy God. Okay, did I get? I didn't even get. Okay. The point I'm trying to make here, I think if you watch my channel and you can put up with the terrible animation of Battle to Escape Force Basement and, the absurdity of, the main content, which is BFDI favorite characters, then I think you'll like the show. I think you should at least watch the first 3 episodes. The first 2, because, I mean, you're going to need to watch those if you want to watch the third one, which will have better, hopefully better animation. And then if you watch the first 3 episodes and then decide the show's not for you, you just don't like this object show, that's mad respect, because you give it a shot, and I perfectly accept that. But it would be pretty cool if you give some feedback other than you hate the visuals, which is pretty good feedback. I'm not going to hold you. But that's all I got to say. And, yeah, if you have any thoughts, leave it in the comments. But yeah, the first episode, okay, so episode 0, which is like all the cast introductions, should be out. I don't want to be too cocky and say tomorrow, but it'll probably be out tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. And then episode 1 will be out the 30th, the 31st, somewhere, probably the 31st, around that range. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. And I'm going to sit here for 6 more minutes. And I won't make you guys sit here for 6 more minutes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. And, yeah. See ya.